Well, happy birthday, Leos. This is Joe, and I'm doing a bonus tarot reading for you guys for Leo season coming up. I think I like to do birthday readings when I can, and this is a general intuitive reading. It's not going to be for everybody, it just possibly can't. But, you know, always check back. There's always another message at another time in the future that may be for you and what you need to hear. So I read the cards intuitively, and I allow Spirit to bring forth the message. And I kind of just put my intuition into the cards, what I'm hearing, feeling, and thinking, and also the traditional tarot meanings do mix in with that. So I may read things differently than you're used to. But this is a bonus reading. It's just a general reading, and I'm not going to really use any specific format. We're just going to pull some cards and do a quick birthday check-in. What's going on in Leo season? I'm excited for Leo season because every single time there's some big thing going on in my life in Leo season, and some big things change. So I'm excited to see what's happening. I'm a Leo sun and rising, and I'm anticipating this time around things just to be kind of quiet, but it never ever fails to surprise me. So Leo, what's going on? Death. So this is definitely, if you're trying to end a cycle, or you want some things to complete for you, I think, to me, intuitively, I feel like this is a great time for you to manifest an ending to something that maybe is dragging on. I don't know what that's about. It also may be that you're just tired of some things that are continuing to play out over and over, and you really just want them to go away and be done with it. So I do feel like this is about a desired ending, and not so much about an actual completion in something, but we'll see. You have the Queen of Coins in reverse, so some of this might be about money, but it also, to me, can kind of be about a relationship too. So this might be about your stability, some things in your life that are affecting your finances, and your kind of your well-being. But this could also be about a relationship, and it could also be about friendships, or somebody specific that you're dealing with. Maybe there's just something you need to cut off with somebody. But I don't know, we're going to pull some cards and see what comes out to complete the message. So you have the Six of Coins, and so to me this here is about stability. It's about working towards something. I think, though, I don't think that, you know, this is really so much about like financial stability, but I think this is about wanting to end some kind of partnership or relationship with somebody that isn't really bearing any fruit. And I think it's maybe just become a drag, and it's something that at this time in Leo season is a good time for you to kind of shift things and put an end to things that kind of have been driving you crazy. You have the Page of Cups. This is a great time to communicate how you feel about any given situation. It's a great time to really just be honest about what it is you really want. If you're not getting what you need out of a situation, and I feel like some of you are putting in a lot more than you're getting back, and there's just this feeling that things really aren't as balanced as you want them to be with somebody. And again, this could be about love and relationship, but I really feel this is more geared towards some type of partnership, work, or even friendship. Who knows? And then you have the Hermit. So you're really putting your time into I think just trying to figure out how you're going to sort of move on. And I think maybe because you are afraid of hurting someone's feelings, or you're afraid that some things just aren't going to be taken in a way that is positive, and so I think you're maybe afraid of the way somebody's going to react with you. But I think this ending here is something that, to me, is saying it really probably needs to happen. It's something you need to push on, because if it's on your mind, if it's bugging you, you need to let it go. You need to kind of get the momentum moving and release it. And I think this is a lot about you learning to speak your truth, speak what you really feel, and speak your heart, because I think this is just something that's been a drag on you. So I see this as you wanting to complete something with somebody that has just carried on for some time. And then look, we have the Tower in reverse, though, and that's interesting. So I think there's maybe a delay in this, and maybe perhaps you know, it's interesting. It's this ending that I think that you're wanting isn't coming through in the way that you want. And I think it's maybe because you might have a hard time communicating things the way that you need to, because you might have a kind of a fear of how it's going to be received, and you might have a fear of really just hurting somebody, or kind of harming some relationships, if this is work or partnership related. If this is like friendship related, or even intimate relationship related, you might just have a real hard time getting across your message. And it might be that the recipient, I can't speak correct here tonight, isn't really open or receptive to understand what you're really saying. Or it might just be that you're not saying what you need to say. You're just a little too bashful about and not having that boldness. But you're a Leo, and Leos, sometimes it takes a lot for them to speak their mind, and when they're finally pushed to do it, sometimes it comes out overly aggressive. And so I feel like you really need to speak your mind at this time. This is your season. This is your time. This is the time for you to really make things happen. And so I think that this Tower is just saying that things could be really delayed. It could be held up, because I think that this is dependent on you. Anything that you want to clear out at this time in your life and move on from, anything that you want to get away from, I think this is a good time for you to do that. A little spider there. So I think it's a good time for you to do that. But if you really don't communicate things the way you need to, a lot might get lost in translation, and you might still be hung up on something. This card wanted to come out. So this is the King of Swords. I think you need to just be direct and communicate clearly exactly what it is you think in your mind. So what you think in your mind is what you really need to say, not a watered down version of that, because that watered down version is what keeps things hanging around and not really changing. And then you have the Star. Nice way to end this. So this is about new things actually coming your way. But I think the Star, this is a far off wish, a far off dream, far off prayer or manifestation, anything of that nature that you really want for yourself. I think clearing all this out, and the quicker you clear out any clutter, you're really going to get a focus on the Star, that one thing that you really are wanting to bring forward in your life, Leo. And all this clearing out of anything that's really holding you up, sucking your energy, just draining you in a way that just you're tired of it. It's whatever the situation is, you're able to, if you can communicate a very clear and direct message with this person, you can put an ending to whatever situation this is. Even if this is work or employment, anything that's dragging you down and just really causing you a lot of grief and headache. Communicate it clearly. Don't water it down for the sake of not, because you don't want to harm somebody's feelings, or you don't want to offend them. I think this will keep this situation kind of perpetually going, and that's why the Tower to me is showing up in reverse. But if you do that, the Star is here. This is that point of light that you get to focus on after this, and you really get to put your energy and your time and your thoughts and your feelings into something that you really truly want to focus on. And by doing that, this Star is a wish that some point down the road manifests, and it's essentially the Sun, the card of the Sun, Leo. That's you, the Sun manifesting and coming out, and these things that you're really putting your efforts into, your wishes, your dreams and desires. That's the Sun is that manifesting at some point down the road. And so I think this is saying clear out the clutter, and you can really put your focus in on what you want. This is a great perfect time for you, Leo, to focus on manifesting. This is your time to shine, Leo. So let's pull a couple of these on this little bonus general reading here and see what else comes out to cap it off and end it for now. Leo, pull that one. This keeps coming out. Certain cards have just been stalking my readings lately. Truth be told, I did say communicate clearly, directly. And it's funny how this happens. So whatever you need to communicate, don't communicate a watered down version, a softened up version. You have to be direct, and you have to be firm about your position, your point of view, and your stance. Otherwise, just things aren't going to wrap up that are kind of dragging on for you. And let's do one more. One more finally for Leo. End it here. Oh, that one wants to come out, and we're going to take that. Milk and honey. So what did I say? Sometimes I absolutely just get thrilled reading tarot this way. So this is the stars, that new point of light, that new focus that you are able to put your focus on. You're really able to channel your energy, but not only that, kind of channel spirit into your dreams, your manifestations, what it is you just really are passionate about, what you really want this time around in your life coming up. And so this milk and honey is saying you're going to get what you want, because what you want is good, and what you want is good for you. And I think this is a great way to end this. And you know, this is down the road for you, but this is a great place to be in, a great energy to be in, if you can clear up the clutter. And I think that's what you need to do, Leo. So happy birthday to all the Leos out there. We're going to have a great Leo season, and we're going to rock it, and we're going to see some amazing things come through at this time coming up in our lives. So with that, I'm going to end it. I'm going to say have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you again soon.